Welcome to Tamer Bowling Video Ball Reviews. Don't forget to join us on Patreon. Visit our partner pureatbowling.com and use the special code TAMER when making a purchase to be entered into a monthly drawing. Today we're testing Hammer's new The Sauce on a 40-foot medium house shot and a 35-foot Kegel Boardwalk pad. First impressions, The Sauce rolls heavy, needs oil. Can I use this on house shot? Well, the answer is coming shortly. For value, we gave it a B+. The Sauce is a very strong, solid, symmetric. Value proposition seems pretty high to us despite being in the high performance category. Overall, on house shot, we gave The Sauce a B, and on sport shot a B+. Let me quickly describe what we saw with the Hammer The Sauce. It's a very strong ball that uses Hammer's strongest cover stock. That means it needs oil. At the same time, it's not one that generates lots of angle. Therefore, the ideal line will be more direct, but on a pattern that has some volume. We saw a kind of lumbering motion that honestly I didn't anticipate would work very well on our house shot. It turns out that I was wrong. We all struck a lot. The house shot friction makes the ball feel a bit slow and laboring, but in the meantime, it touches the head pin and everything goes down. And to my eye, this was a reaction I thought I would leave a bunch of 7 pins with on the house shot and do well with on sport shot. Well, as you see from the video, it carries almost everything on house, even while it might have looked slower reacting down lane. The shots that got into a roll drove hard. The shots that didn't still tickled them all down, moved the break point in, and it just barrels through the pocket. I didn't have to open my angles a ton, so when I paralleled everything in when I wanted to. But that was a good match for this ball since it felt like it might not make it uphill if I did have to open the angles too much. I am looking forward to throwing this ball on the sport, and we'll see that later. Alright, on to James, our higher ref tester, and while he may have anticipated the same thing, he also carried everything in sight. We honestly didn't instantly think house shot killer in the first few throws, but it carried the light hits, and if you chased in and moved your break point in ever so slightly, you just saw stronger and stronger drive, owing to the fact that this is a very strong cover and a low RG core. James struck an insane amount with this ball. You could tell how strong it is when a leak outside does absolutely nothing as the ball completely burns up. But even after the shoot, he continued with it as the lanes broke down. And just kept moving in, and he surely threw the equivalent of a perfect game's worth of strikes easy. Next was Bryan, and we don't always know what to expect when we put a new ball in our tester's hands, but experience gives us good guidance, and I honestly thought Bryan might see too much laboring, pushing him into the oil where the ball doesn't have enough energy down lane to hit. Boy, was I wrong. Again, I wasn't wrong about the shape I expected. However, again, he had great carry. Flush to start, light shots carried everything off the wall. The Sauce just did the business. Everyone was smiling after the test. The truth is we actually had so little footage for the shots that didn't make the cut. I'm not sure I'll even have it in this video. For the sport shot, we tested on 35-foot boardwalk, and you might wonder why such a strong ball in a short pattern, but for me, this is an ideal test pattern for this type of ball. You play more direct, and now you really see the back-end motion of the stronger ball. And for me, same deal, all strikes. It made me super comfortable when I was struggling with other equipment in league on this same pattern. Really had impressive drive. For James, it was just about the same. He struck pretty easily, although the shots you see here are the light swisher type. We all enjoy carrying those shots, especially on tougher patterns. And finally, Bryan, the trend continues. He really didn't have much trouble finding and crushing the pocket with the Sauce. Final thoughts. I know I may have given this ball a little lower house shot score than you would think, and perhaps it should be higher. The thing is, my eyes, sees a motion that has risk to be too strong on house shots, and I grade motion along with carry. On sport, I want to say it really shined. The truth is the ball worked great for every bowler for both house and sport. This is a particular type of roll, heavy rolling and slower to friction. So if you like more direct angles, Hammers the Sauce could be an absolute killer for you.
Andy, today